What's going on, my PT peeps, my Walking Dead family, my fighters? I'm One Eye Bry, also known as PT. You don't know if I'm winking or blinking, but I'm definitely thinking about the Grimes family photo album. And is Rick's brother in the album? Spoiler warning for all things Walking Dead. Now, I don't know where these photos came from online, but there's a bunch of people that showed them to me, and so I put it together in a nice video. And I'm going to talk about something that could be pretty eye-opening for a future character, possibly if you know the Walking Dead comics, you know what I'm talking about, but if you don't, we'll break it down for you. So there's a photo album of Rick Grimes, Lori Grimes, the Grimes family, and I love these photos. It's pretty cool. It makes the world feel like it's real. It's fictional, I know that, and Rick Grimes is not a real person. It's Andrew Lincoln and, Sarah Wayne Callies. But it's just cool photoshopped, at least, because they're not actually married. But Andrew Lincoln and Sarah Wayne Callies, Rick Grimes, it's just cool to see a photo album of it. Now, I guess it's one of the photo albums, if not the photo album, that Lori took from the house when Rick was in the hospital and the world was breaking down. It'd be cool to actually see that. Will we see that on the show? Maybe, possibly, potentially, not sure. But we get to see Carl, and you see Andrew Lincoln and Chandler Riggs fishing, and it's probably real photos of Chandler Riggs as a little kid, and probably Lori and Rick, just behind the scenes. And it's always good to see like real photos. You ever watch a show or a movie and like it's terrible Photoshop, like they put the head on someone's body or something? It just looks really bad. And I gotta love these photos, and I have to say they look really good. It's just a cool collage type of thing, and I would assume that they actually took real photos for these people or used real photos of the characters as actors. Chandler Riggs is a little kid, and it's just cool to see real photos being used. And I have to admit, Carl wasn't my favorite character, but he got hosed on the show. If he was going to die, it should have been done in a different way, that's for sure. Now, this is something I'll talk about later in the video, but you see these real photos of Andrew Clutterbuck. Yes, his real last name is Clutterbuck. He changed it to Lincoln, and he does have a brother in real life. I believe it's Richard. So also you get to see Georgia Central University, which I believe is not a real university, and Richard D. Grimes, Bachelor of Criminal Justice. We see Shane, some guy in the middle, Rick, and another lady on the right. But it's cool to see an actual diploma for Richard D. Grimes. What's Rick's middle name? Anyone? I don't know. Bachelor of Criminal Justice is what you would want to get if you went to college for that to become a police officer. And I love the photo. Like, it kind of looks bad with Shane. Rick looks pretty good, and these are probably real people. But King County, Georgia Sheriff Cadets. It's not a real county. King County is in homage to Stephen King, the author. And I have to say, this should have came out a while ago. Or I would have loved to have seen them see this on the show where they're actually flipping through the photo album. Like, it actually survived at the quarry or in the prison or something. I don't know. And it's a good idea when you use real photos of, like, it's probably Andrew Lincoln and Chandler Riggs fishing, and Sarah Wayne Callies and Chandler Riggs there. And it gives you a good sense of character development, story, world building. And we saw this photo. This is the photo that you see at the opening credits early on in The Walking Dead. And it's cool to see this could come around again in the final 8 episodes of The Walking Dead, and I think it does. And when you love a show and you love characters and story, you can't get enough of it. So even these little fictional photos of the actors and the characters, it's just cool. It's just a cool thing to have, to feel like you know these people, like they're real, tangible people. And I wish more shows and more people on The Walking Dead had something like this too. But let's talk about the photos in the album a little bit closer. So like I said, the Grimes family photos are pretty cool. So in the one photo, or I guess the group of photos, you see Andrew Lincoln as him fishing, and with the beanie cap on as a younger child, and then with someone else. So why did they put that photo in there? They didn't have to. I'm sure Andrew Lincoln has tons of other photos. But this photo here is probably with his older brother, Richard Clutterbuck. Again, Andrew Clutterbuck is his real name. So people are thinking that could be a hint or a possible connection or a clue for Jeffrey Grimes. And if you don't know who Jeffrey Grimes is, he's in one issue. There's only one issue of The Walking Dead, The Alien. And again, Jeff Grimes. But I think he goes by Jeffrey Grimes, but it's Jeffrey, Jeff, Richard, Rick, same type of thing. And it made us wonder if they're talking about Spain and the world beyond post-credit scene, the Daryl stuff, is it connected? It'd be pretty cool. And so I think it's, Andrew's real brother, Richard, which is kind of funny that he has an older brother, Richard, Rick Grimes, kind of thing. But will it make sense for them to happen there on the show? I don't know. I mean, do we need more spinoffs? Do we need more character development of Jeff Grimes? We need Rick back first. I don't need to see Jeff Grimes. I don't need to meet other characters until we get the main show done, the spinoffs to make sense. But that's just my opinion. Some people love The Walking Dead. They can't get enough of it. They want more universe, more stuff there. I want this guy to show up. I don't need his brother to show up first. I need Rick, Michonne, everything to come together. But only time will tell. Let me know your thoughts. Post your comments below. I'm super excited for The Walking Dead to return. And hopefully Rick shows up in a post-credit scene. Either way, stay safe. And as always, tell him Daryl.
Yo, we love you guys. Honestly, thank you.